Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is around the world of professional wrestling. Thank you for joining the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast for episode number 73. I am that ball bro. Tonight, I am joined by my friends Andy and Wrestling Mark. We got a good show for you lined up today. We are all positivity, all smiles. We are all rainbows and pot of golds and gumdrops and sunshines and smiles here from the not controversial ending from Full Gear. It all went according to plan. You can't see me winking through the glasses, but yes, there are opinions on how that show ended. We'll also touch on the C2 brackets, just a brief review on that. We'll also throw in some fan questions as well, but I think there is no better place to start. Normally we start in the beginning, but I think there's no better place to start than the end of Full Gear. And who better to start than our good old happy friend, Mr. Andy. The floor is yours. The World Heavyweight Championship Steel Cage match. Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe.
Dog shit.
What are your thoughts on the match? Be honest.
The match was all right, but the ending was dog shit. The booking of Hangman's reign has been fucking dog shit. See, people get this confused. They sort of, oh, you're crashing out because it's a 3-month reign. No, I don't care about if it's a fucking 3-month reign or a 4-month reign. It should be a good reign, though. It shouldn't be a reign that hasn't even got started. I don't care if it's Joe either. People are unhappy about it. No, people aren't unhappy about Joe. People are unhappy about the fact that the reign hadn't got started. This felt like the Joe thing was to build the reign up to something bigger, a meaningful, big main event level heel. Whether that was Jay White, whether it was MJF coming back. But no, what you had since what is probably the greatest AEW moment in history, all in. It was the most emotionally invested I've ever been in a fucking wrestling match or a wrestling storyline in my life. And since then, it's just been fucking downhill because straight after that, maybe a week felt like a big deal. And then after that, it was like, oh, yeah, you're second behind the Darby Mox story, which is fucking stupid anyway. The world title should be because Hangman's already beaten fucking Mox. So that shouldn't be them. That should be the next one down, the next story down from the main event. The world title should be the fucking main event. But no, for 3 months it's felt like you're playing second fiddle to Darby Mox and this fucking Death Rider stuff, and even to the conglomeration stuff. The world title has felt like it's been playing second or third place on the card, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like it wasn't that bad because it felt like it was building to something bigger. But to just end it there, it's stupid. And to have Hook involved, man, what the fuck are we doing? Please, what's going on? Why?
As soon as I saw Hook come out, I swear, like I am in Newark, New Jersey. I am there live in the Prudential Center. I swear, I could hear from across the pond, 8 hours away. Fucking Hook! I swear, honestly, I heard you, Andy. I heard you.
Like fucking Taz is out there arguing with people on Twitter, trying to gaslight people into believing Hook is great, and you're all, no, he's not. He's done nothing in 5 years. In 5 years, he has not improved one bit. He hasn't done a fucking indie show in 5 fucking years. It's insane. The guy can't talk. He doesn't have the, aside from having nice hair, he doesn't have the look of a top quality wrestler. He looks like he should be a fucking high flyer. Not a fucking dude who all he can do is fucking suplexes. Oh, I'm just going to do 7. He should do that fucking List of Jericho thing with Dean Malenko. All he's doing, though, is reading out suplexes from a fucking big piece of paper. The man of 1,000 suplexes. That's what he fucking thinks he is. He's fucking shite. And, like, so, regardless, anyway, fuck Hook. He should be, like, not only has he destroyed Eddie Kingston's fucking comeback, but now he's destroyed the fucking world title run. He's clearly being pushed into this fucking main event. And you got people out there going, but it all makes sense because this happened with Hook. I don't care if it fucking made sense. I don't care if this has been something that's, if you can find something from a random dark in 2002 that is evidence that this was going to happen. I don't care. It's still shit. It's still not fucking good. You're not deciphering the fucking Da Vinci Code and all of a sudden Hook's fucking great. He's still shit. Tom Hanks isn't going to fucking come out there and all of a sudden, well, we worked it out, lads. Hook is it? No, he's fucking dog shit. He is. I'm sorry, he's terrible. But regardless, that's not the point. The point is, you have basically given Hangman a worse reign than his original one. The matches are always great, and AEW gets a fucking pass on that a lot of the time. But it needs to mean more. And I'm sorry, but like the MJF one was going well, and it was overbooked, but it was good. You know, that wasn't bad. I thought we were coming back around to this. Then you have a match against your mid-card champion out of the blue, which, oh, okay, whatever, it's a great match. Carl Fletcher's incredible, but he's your mid-card fucking champion. It was just, and it was completely out of nowhere the way that match was built. And then he's in fucking multi-man tags, you know. I think he only defended it outside of the Carl Fletcher MJF, the Mox rematch straight after All In, and the Joe matches. I think he only defended it against fucking Lee Moriarty. The rest were multi-mans or just fucking, you know, appearing just to say hello and then fucking off. It was ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's terrible. Like, you build to this. You have fucking solid fucking gold there, and you're more asked out fucking pushing subpar stories above that and knocking it down a peg and making it feel meaningless. It just, I don't know. I feel like they've completely fucked it myself. And it's not the only time they've done this, you know. I mean, I'll let you talk in a sec, but they've done this loads of time. They heat things up. They get they put it on the fucking microwave. These things are on fire, and then they just fucking pull the plug and let things cool down. Like, they don't seem to know how to push on with momentum. They did it with Swerve at one point as well. He doesn't seem to know how to, like, keep the momentum going and just capture something that for instance, that the Fed would fucking easily fucking do. They probably do it to death, but like, they don't seem to know how to just capture this fucking lightning that they've got and run with it and just fucking make money with it. Instead, they're like, nope, let's cool this down, rotate the next one in. Who's on the bench? Yep, you're in next, let's go. They've done it with the fucking Outrunners. They did it with Daniel Garcia to the point where him joining the Death Riders, it means nothing to me, to be honest. It was a shit turn. It was way too fucking late. They did it with Big Bill twice. Did it with the Outrunners twice as well. There's loads they've done it with, and I feel like they've done this with Hangman now. You have that point All In. That moment was so fucking good after a year of stories, and then now it's just like, and oh yeah, he might beat Joe again in World's End, but I don't care. That you basically stunting this what should be a really good run before he drops it, and again, like, it's not a fucking, oh, this should be a fucking 3-month thing. You know, this should be a 4-month thing. It's not about the time. It's about what you do with that time, and I don't feel like they've done enough with what they have there. And it was shit, and it ruined the pay-per-view for me. It killed it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you chose Darby and Mox to main event over your world champion at Wrestle Dream, and it was a fucking shit ending. It was a terrible fucking ending. That Mox fucking tapping out in a fucking puddle. You know, it looked fucking bad. And then people go, oh, yeah, but, you know, the Athletic Commission wouldn't let them do crazy shit. Okay, well, you knew that before. Why fucking choose it to main event? You weren't like in the match and then you go, oh, fuck, shit, ref. The Athletic Commission have just said we're not allowed to do anything, so make sure that Mox is just in a little puddle and not actually in a fucking fish tank, yeah? It's fucking stupid. It's so frustrating because that bar is so fucking high for AEW. And so when they do shit like this, it just throws you out, man. To the point where now Wednesday's coming around and I don't give a fuck. I'm like, oh, whatever. But I don't want to see Hook on telly, so might watch a fucking, I don't know, might watch Bottom instead.
Right. I mean, yeah. I feel you. I've never really paid attention to this before, but I'm starting to get the feeling you don't like Hook.
It's not that I don't like him. I just don't think he's very good, and I don't want to see him on fucking telly all the time when there's far better wrestlers out there who should get that fucking spot.
Can I just so Britt? Obviously, you got the live experience, so I won't. I mean, my emotions aren't as intense as Andy's, albeit I don't for a minute disagree with the thing that he's just said there. But I mean, I still left the pay-per-view with an overwhelming sense of positivity, even though I hated Hook's interference. It was tone deaf. Like, he doesn't belong anywhere near this scene for numerous levels. But the fact of the matter is, it's just it doesn't make sense. And it was a bit of a head scratcher that was deemed worthy of a world title change. And I did feel I felt flat that Hangman had lost like that. And again, it's nothing against Joe because I love Joe. And it will take a lot for them to, I think, redeem it. I don't think it's irredeemable, but it will take some really smart booking to make me say, oh, okay, you know what? I get it. Because I don't really get it at the moment. I don't get it. I was happy to see Swerve back simply because I'm like, fucking hell, he really has been missed. Like the main event scene, like the top like echelons of the main event scene are missing him off Spray and MJF badly. All three of them probably equally, but having Swerve back, I felt was much needed. I don't know, but I still left the pay-per-view and I was still happy. I really enjoyed the pay-per-view. I think that, I mean, I looked through, I had a lot of fun through the vast majority of it. Yeah, barring Hook. I think Hook was the only thing for me. And it was bad booking. It was a bad decision. It shouldn't have happened. But I don't know. I'm gonna.
It's not that wrecks my head though. Like I say, it's the booking of his whole reign. Like I wasn't so bothered about it being subpar and you know, I did moan about it not being, you know, the world championship should feel like the most important fucking thing in wrestling, and it hasn't done. And I wasn't so bothered because I felt like they were building. I felt like they were just waiting for, you know, one of the top heels to come back, whether that was MJF. We said this last week, MJF or a Jay White or someone. Like, look, if you're bringing Swerve back, I'd have even loved Swerve to come back as a heel and beat the living fucking shit out of him.
Yeah,
and then you can give me Swerve Hangman. I don't want to see Swerve Hangman team. I've no interest in it. Not yet. It's way too fucking soon still for me. The only way I'd want to see them again is if Swerve comes back as a killer fucking heel and absolutely destroys everybody. To give Hangman something to fight for again. But like, I don't know if I felt like they would. It felt like I hoped they were building towards something, but it doesn't feel like they were now. It feels like they don't know what they're fucking doing at the moment, and I don't know. Maybe as we've said, as I've said, I don't know if any of you guys agree, but there's a lack of top quality main event heels they have that you credible fucking heel challenges. That feel big. Do you know what I mean? Like Kyle Fletcher's incredible, man. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, but he's your mid-card champion, and it didn't feel as big as the world title match should do.
Yeah.
And the same with Joe, because I love Joe. Joe is incredible, man. He's an absolute legend, and he can still go. I don't give a fuck whether he's 46 or not. That's not the issue. It's the fact that it came from the trios champ come a feud with the trios champ, and then that's what this has developed into. And it's like, do we not have any big, like, I want to feel something, you know what I mean? I want something big to happen that makes me think, fuck yes, I'm so fucking invested. And like, it's just, they didn't do it with him. And like I say, I'm sorry to go on again, like, but they've done it with others as well. Like the Outrunners are the big example for my own personal, you know, love and kind of investment in that. Like, they were so fucking over twice, and each time they've just cooled them right back down and sent them back onto the bench. And it's just like, why? Like you know, the Outrunners FTR, they should have got one win against FTR. We thought they would. They had 3 great matches with FTR, incredible. FTR got the best out of them, but they lost all 3, and then we're just like, okay, see you later. They were the biggest merch sellers in the company. Like, what? You have to look and think, like, what's going on? Because you know the other company, if you're the biggest merch seller in a company, they don't give a fuck if you're shite or not. The reason fucking Jey Uso is allowed to hit himself with a fucking chair every week, you know, it's like, yeah, it's frustrating. Because like, and it's frustrating because I do love it. I love what AEW do for the most part, but you're not even allowed to like have an issue because like the people on Twitter and Twitter's getting like, there's a portion of Twitter users who are like a little blue sky group because you're not allowed to not like everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they proper gatekeep. I know.
Yeah, if you got a problem, it's because of you. It's because you fancy booked it in your head. It's because you're crashing out. It's because you don't like Joe. It's because Hook made so much sense and you weren't paying attention. I was paying attention to the point where I was worried. Why is he always in the fucking main event scene? Why was he in that fucking multi-man tag the other week? I said that at the time. He shouldn't have been anywhere near it. Send it to fucking Ring of Honor or somewhere. I mean, the guy wouldn't even get on Evolve, and that's. I'm sorry, but he wouldn't. I can't remember who said it. Someone said, I think it was the Grat Pro guy. He put a tweet out. It was great, and he said, like, you know, Hook, like, he doesn't belong in AEW. You know, in a company where the best wrestle, that guy wouldn't fucking crack top 50. it's just nuts. And like he's there because it's his dad, and like it's proper fucking yeah, fuck off.
Brett,
Sorry.
live thoughts.
Yes, sir. All right. I think let's get nice thoughts here. And I don't know, I always had a feeling that Andy didn't like this Hook kid.
I don't like him. He's just shit, man.
No, I know.
We've had footballers come through Liverpool and they've seemed like genuinely nice people, but they've been shit and I've been like, get the fuck out. Slot seems like a nice enough fella.
You never
but I want him out.
You never bought stocks into Hook.
No.
Gotcha. All right. So let's get into more positive stuff from
Do you know what he's done? He's fucking ruined the fact that it's Christmas and Hook is actually going to be on TV, the film with the legend Robin Williams, and I cannot fucking watch that now.
You know what? Just bring Hook dressed out in a Grinch costume, because for Andy, he is the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Fucking ruin my Christmas.
Oh man. All right, let's just briefly go over the rest of the card real quick.
Can I say very quickly, one thing that would be a big misstep is if we don't get one thing AEW have not done at all in 2025 is can kill it in ring promos. Like Eddie Kingston needs to do something fucking serious this week. He needs to come down and rip 6 shades of shit out of people this week, and it'll be a real misstep if they don't do that.
Well, like another thing, sorry to stay on this, but like Mike said, oh yeah, but what if this led to Eddie Kingston winning the title? Well, what if it did? Oh, it'd be great to see Eddie Kingston win the title, but it still won't change the fact that they've completely fucked Hangman's fucking reign and made what was and it's not even that Hangman's reign, it's the fact that you've gone from the biggest moments in AEW to making it feel like it was kind of pointless, really, because like your most important thing that you've been pushing has been Darby Mox, and like I didn't like the Wrestle Dream match either. I thought that was shite, but whatever. Even regardless of the ending, I didn't think it was very good. I think Mox has done better things with other wrestlers. Anyway, sorry.
Nah,
don't apologize. Never apologize for how you're feeling, Andy. It's 2025. We say how we feel. We get shit off our chest. We don't bottle shit up. You said how you felt. You let it all out. And it's kind of hard to disagree with you on the basis of what you're saying. It's It's the same as what I'd said like a while ago about the Statlander thing. Like she's had great matches since she's been champion, but her build to becoming champion was terrible. In fact, they've almost done a Hangman reverse with Statlander, in that there was no build to her becoming champion. It just was not built to, and it probably should have been, because it would have meant so much more. But now she's champion. They're giving her fucking great matches and great feuds. It's like a fucking Hangman fucking.
It's
upside
life, man.
down world, man.
It balances out, man. It's life. It's like a pendulum swing.
And the other thing I hated on the fucking show was fucking FTR winning. I knew they were going to win. I didn't want them to win, but whatever. Because I feel like Bro Dido are fucking another one, lightning in a bottle, man. You do not want to fuck with that at the moment. They're on fire. They're basically, merch through the roof. The kids love them. They're fucking incredible in ring. Bandito's an absolute fucking legend. Brody. I've seen someone suggest maybe Brody turns on him. No, Brody's a fucking face, man. He's never going to be a fucking hero.
Well, he has to be a face.
We love Brody. Because
I say the story is that they'll continue as a tag team, but when Buddy is healthy, he comes back and he'll be the heel. Come back, he'll take out Bandito.
I hope so.
And he'll have the problem like, you won the tag gold without me. You chose another partner. You didn't wait for me. Like, he would have been probably better like being a singles competitor, but nah, you found another tag team partner. You replaced me. I mean, it's the easiest story to tell right there. And shit, if that gives us a feud between Bandito and Buddy Murphy, like, sign me the fuck up. Like, that will be
who the fuck's
amazing.
Buddy Murphy?
Buddy Murphy, yeah.
Who's he?
Wait, is it Murphy or Matthews? I always get
Matthews.
Matthews. All right, it's
okay,
it's fucking generic names. Murphy,
on
Matthews.
this, man. Fucking hell.
All right, but yeah, if and when that happens, I'll be down for that. But let's just breeze through the rest of the card, real quick. The Casino Gauntlet match for the national championship. Excellent. Mark, you said this on Twitter, and I agree with you. The best Casino Gauntlet match they've done.
Oh, for me it was, yeah. For me it was
Mark's there.
But in terms of like, okay, it didn't have the McGuinness return, the Ricochet debut. It didn't have those moments.
Mate, you're cutting out there.
I think as far as like maybe execution, maybe not as talent wise, but I think as far as like how the match was booked and, like starting off with Shawn and Lashley, then you get Ricochet coming out there having the rest of the demand take them out. And I'm sorry, Ricochet's fucking comedy gold. Him taking out
he's another one that was over as fuck, and they cooled off on him for about fucking 4 months. He was so fucking over, and they cooled off on him for about 4 months. I'm glad they've come back round to him, like.
Yeah, but that was fucking hilarious. Him beating down like another one. Then the 5 Boom tribute to Big AJ. That was great. I love the bit where the Death Riders are going one by one attacking Cassidy in the corner, and then Ricochet joins in thinking that he's one of the Death Riders, and Claudio just with a vicious uppercut. I thought that was great. He was the MVP of the match, so of course it made sense that he won. He won the match, in my opinion.
Like I think I don't know if Wrestling Mark's got audio now, but before we give you a chance to say what you were going to say, I will just say, like, I don't think it was the best Casino Gauntlet that they've done, but I feel like Ricochet's performance in it was the best performance in a Casino Gauntlet they've done. It was very shades of a 1992 Royal Rumble, the way Ric Flair was in and out, and I said not actually out, but kind of in the action, out the action, kind of hanging around, kind of just waiting for his time, and then getting back in, having big moments, and then kind of out for a little bit. I thought Ricochet was fucking incredible.
I mean, I think I probably should have worded it differently when I said I thought it was the best gauntlet in terms of the actual wrestling element to it. Rather, again, there was no McGuinness, there was no Ricochet debut, of course, but I thought so many people got their moments to shine in this match. I thought Mark Davis really shone. I love the Kevin Knight and Speedball moments. I literally thought, I mean, Ricochet was performance in this was the best thing on Full Gear. I thought it was 10 out of 10 for him. His selling, his heel work, winning, everything that Ricochet did was fucking brilliant. That's what I thought. Like, again, it doesn't have the gravitas that the one at All In last year has, because you like certain things. 2021, you can't sign Danielson and bring Punk out of retirement, even if your product 3 years later is technically better from a logical point of view. The same with the All In one was better, but I don't remember anything that happened really in the ring. I remember the entrances in All Out at Wembley. I remember the in ring from this one, and that's where I thought it excelled more than any other one. I thought that they got the pacing right from the off. I thought that everyone, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people in there. They all made sense. A lot of storylines progressed. There was a lot of really good in-ring moments, which is something they probably haven't done, in my opinion, to this level before. So that's kind of what I meant when I said I thought it was the best one. I thought it was the best one from a wrestling point of view.
Do you know what? I think it might be the best one, actually. Now I'm changing my mind. Thinking back now of what you're saying there, I think it actually might be. Because there were so many moments in there that meant things, and they were kind of, like what the Death Riders were doing, that was excellent. I mean, I've seen someone say,
Matt Menard and Garcia
get
stuff.
The pin. Oh, don't care. Yeah, no, it was like, and it's.
I loved
actually
it.
think
I popped so many times. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was great.
It was excellent. It was incredible. Everyone was brilliant. And Mark, I'm glad you mentioned Mark Davis. I've seen someone say
he was a beast.
It was the first time they'd seen Mark Davis, like the old Mark Davis, and I was like, I kind of like, I feel for Mark Davis, because it wasn't. Because if you remember when he came back like a couple of months ago, he was class, and we all said the same thing. He was in a 4-way, wasn't he? And we all said, "Oh my God, this Mark Davis is." Because I think we all were in agreement that we were worried what they would do with Mark Davis with no Kyle Fletcher, whether he'd just be kind of lost. But fuck me, the guy's a beast.
It was the match. It was the match.
They could do whatever they fucking want with him.
The match with Speedball, Orange Cassidy, and Ricochet. He was a beast in that one. He was so good.
Yes.
So good. So, yeah.
I know
he just had horrible timing. Like, he got injured shortly after that match, and that's what killed him. I mean, listen, it's great that he's healthy again. I mean, that pile driver that he hit on Ricochet was a thing of fucking beauty right there. I mean, shit, I can't recall someone being like so innovative with pile drivers, like in any type of professional wrestling. It's fucking crazy. Who knew there was so many variations? It's like freaking Roderick Strong with the backbreakers and stuff like that. That's what Mark Davis does. And my God, like, somebody put a side by side of Aussie Open like 5 years ago, And then, like to now, I think on the last Collision, they were doing a promo backstage. Like it's fucking night and day. And like you said, I mean, we were worried what Davis was going to do on his own away from Fletcher, but shit, I think he's in the perfect position in the Don Callis family. And like shit, he's a proper fucking enforcer for that group.
Yeah.
Damn, like a fucking shit wrecker.
No, it was excellent. It was excellent. Like, I mean, before we go on with the rest of the matches, like all in all, I probably had the pay-per-view out of 9, to be honest, until the end. The end knocked it down to about a fucking 2. But yeah,
The hook effect knocks it down 7 points.
Yeah, it's the hook effect, but also like the fact that you're undoing. In my mind, you're undoing years of.
You could
of build,
you could say that. You could say we got hook winked.
Yeah, it's fucking.
All right, let's move on to let's do the trios $1 million match, Don Callis family versus Omega and Jurassic Express, and I didn't think I thought Kenny and the Express were gonna win, but not Bucks win and Alexander, and I think we saw this coming a mile away. They walk with the money up the ramp.
I said this last week. I said that they were gonna win. And the Bucks were going to be like, oh, okay. I was expecting a full-on beatdown though, and Kenny to be like a bloody mess, and the Bucks help him. But whatever.
I do feel they could have. I feel that the reunion they could have executed it a bit better. If I'm being honest, it didn't feel it for me watching at home. It didn't have the gravitas that it could have. Maybe I'm alone in that. I just felt a bit like, cool.
No, I agree. I was just excited that they did it, but like they could have done it so much better. They should have done what? Like I think we suggested last weekend that like the Bucks have to make the decision to save Kenny or something, or to turn. They should have done it where it would have meant something, like where the Bucks are choosing the friend over the money. Yeah, that's what I would have liked. But whatever. We got the Elite partly back anyway. And I don't know if you guys seen the Being the Elite clip with Kenny there when they knock on his dressing room. He's like, they're like, and he's like, no, guys, it's
too soon.
Too soon. And they Matt and Nick are like, oh God, why did we come here? Why did we come here? There's so much going on. We've done too much. And then Kenny opens the door. I'm only joking, lads. Come on, get in.
He had that 1,000-mile stare afterwards.
That's class, man.
That was good, man. Good time.
Just the trios, like that going forward. That's so good for the fucking trios, because like we can get we can get Kenny doing whatever he fucking wants with the Bucks, and they'll be I don't care what anyone says. They'll give you 5-star matches every time in trios matches. They're made for that. That's what they wanted. That's what they. If you remember when they came to AEW, their whole thing was they wanted fucking trios titles. That's why they were made. They were made for them.
Yeah.
Who's even got the trios now?
The time is now.
Who's got the
trios? The Ops. The Ops.
Is it still the fucking
titles, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, hey, listen, it's something to look forward to. Maybe Hook eats a nasty V trigger. That'll put a smile on your face, right?
The only thing that'll put a smile on my face is, I think you said earlier, Mark, that they're going to need to do some serious, creative work to fix this. The only thing that would work for me is if Hangman opens the show by beating the fuck out of Hook and sending him to fucking Ring of Honor, banishing him from fucking TV, and then challenging Joe for a match that night and beats him on Dynamite. Do that, and then Jay White turns up as someone. I don't fucking get. Build to something big, and don't have Swerve and Hangman interact yet. Not interact, but have to team up or have to fucking go against each other. That's what I want.
Right.
Anyway,
we'll see.
I never get what I want, so fuck it.
All right, man. Let's get a little nasty. Let's go no holds barred. Kyle O'Reilly, John Moxley.
Incredible.
Right outcome here. I think we can all agree match. Kyle winning this match was the right outcome.
It was incredible.
I mean, fucking incredible. I mean, the fucking fork and the ribs and everything just fucking everywhere. It was beautifully done. Beautiful violence. And like I said, Kyle's on the run of his lifetime right now. Kind of sucks though. Like, he wasn't cleared for the for the C2. I think he would have done great work in that. But I mean, if it's a worked injury in the sense that, like I said, I mean, he has 2 victories over Mox. Like, I mean, like I said, if it's a one-off, give him a world title shot on a TV special. There's a couple of TV specials coming up. The next month or half month or so. I mean, you're doing it kayfabe wise. Like, why not Kyle O'Reilly just the one-off? of course he'll lose, but I mean, I think he's earned his opportunity. I mean, the past couple months, I think he was doing great, great work, tapping Mox out not once but twice in a row. But I like the match. I think it was perfectly structured in my
I thought
opinion,
this
and
was
it
a
just
brilliant
continues the downward slide of John Moxley going to the C2.
I thought it was excellent. I feel like Kyle in the last month has turned, in my mind, within a month, has gone from someone who I thought maybe
Mid-card
keep him in a
fodder
tag team or something to someone who I actually would, I genuinely would believe in him in a main event angle.
And how much of this is down to
he's
Moxley?
stood
How
out
much?
so much the last couple of weeks, and I please push him a lot.
And how much of that's down to Moxley?
A
Genuinely,
lot.
Moxley,
it's been amazing with
he's
it.
doing so much for everyone, isn't he? I'd say a lot. Like Kyle's great. I just don't think Kyle's he's one of them guys who's never really had that chance to be on that stage and shine on that stage.
He's never been given the ball.
Has given him the perfect chance. No, and like Mox has basically gone here you go, and like Mox is doing this for everybody, and it's fucking incredible to see. Like the guy is so fucking selfless with the work he's doing.
I'll say this straight up: no one in AEW history has had a 6-month period as good as Mox has had from around Double or Nothing to now, in my opinion.
I get that, but I've not really enjoyed the stuff with Darby as much as other people have.
You can make an argument with you can make an argument with Mox, like maybe in AEW history, like, who has given more to his opponents in his feuds than Mox has.
No one's given
whether
more to
he wins
AEW.
or loses, like he gets the best out of everyone that he feuds or goes up against. Like he gives so damn much. Even the Copeland stuff, like a lot of people didn't like in the beginning. I mean, he took a damn suplex onto Spike for Copeland. Like, I mean, like I said, he would win that match, but he did that for him. Like, he obviously, you think his stature in the company, he could be said, no, but no, I want something to remember in this feud. And he gave him that, the way that he, build up to Hangman winning at All In. And like you said, the past month and a half with him and O'Reilly and the conglomeration and going forward, like, you look at the Blue League that he's in, like all the young guys, he's going to give the rub to going forward, whether it's, Dorada, especially. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, because he's a 23, 24-year-old kid, and when he has that match with Mox, I mean, if he wins, I mean, he's skyrocketing to the moon. Even if he loses, if it's a tough like scratch and claw eke out win from Moxley, he still gets elevated. I mean, it's nothing but positives right there. And like I say, it's like Mox might be one of the most selfless wrestlers that we see in modern day wrestling, period. Whether he wins or loses, whoever he's in the ring with always comes out better on the other side of it.
To be fair, there's a few though like that. I mean, like Mox is one of the best, but I'd say Bryan Danielson was like that as well, wasn't he? And Kenny Omega as well. Like Kenny Omega was like that with everyone he was against. Always looked better when they were with Kenny Omega, like for it afterwards, whether it was a win or a loss. Danielson, but I think with Mox, it's just the fact that like the way he's losing, he's giving you like moments that you remember. Like you remember him choking on that fucking chain over the ropes. You remember him fucking tapping out to a bloody Carl Fletcher, fucking hell. Like I've got me fucking brain twisted.
O'Reilly.
To a bloody Kyle O'Reilly. Like these are moments that you can see, which is why I hated the Derby finish with the puddle, because it's not as iconic as a screenshot in my mind as those are. I mean, that Kyle one's incredible. The dude's like, you're talking Crimson Masks. That's an all timer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mox is a legend, man.
Yeah, and you mentioned Danielson. I mean, I think what the story with him winning at All In last year, like Tony had to like tell him, no, you're fucking winning the belt. You've taken the pins, you've done the honors, you've done the deed. Your majority of your career, no, you are having your fucking moment here. You are winning the title, and of course, another selfless one is Swerve himself. Like Swerve did the honors, had no problem with it because he came in through AEW. He put in the work. He got his moment, and he saw a chance to, do the deed for one of the greats of all time, which would turn out to be his last title run probably in his career to Danielson. So it's a whole bunch of them. I mean, it's Mox, it's Omega, it's Danielson, it's Swerve. I mean, Hangman. So many selfless guys on this roster where
Dude,
you don't hear about, oh, it's a struggle to job or a struggle to do the right thing that helps out your fellow man on the roster, help elevate everyone, not just yourself.
I don't think there's anyone outside of the ones who have been given the boot who are like that, though. I mean, like, everyone assumed MJF was like that, but how many matches has MJF actually won in the last fucking 12 months? He's fucking lost. He lost twice clean to Hangman. He lost to Will Ospreay fucking clean. I mean, the dude has put so many fucking people over in the last 6 months while he's not been on this, on a title run. Probably making up for the year for having it for over a year. Well, was it over a year? 300 odd days, but probably making up for that run anyway.
Yeah, it was over a year.
But like, there's him, but even fucking like he's gone now. But fucking Jericho fucking used to lose all the time. Like, that's what used to make me laugh when people would be kind of, oh, Jericho. I was like, he's fucking losing. He's not fucking winning matches. I can't even remember him fucking winning a feud. There's a lot in AEW like that, like outside of the cunts like Miro that they fucked off. I don't think there is anyone who refuse to lose, is there? Refuse to take a pin, or maybe Copeland. Actually, that's the story, isn't it? He doesn't like putting his shoulders on the mat.
It is quite. I mean, it's a bit suspect because like, I get Bobby Lashley not taking pins for the logical side. Look at the size of the fucker. Cope makes no sense. The guy's in his 50s and there's not that much to him. Like, he should be taking pins. It should be no thing for him to take pins. Like, people don't tend to look that good in defeat against Cope. Against Lashley, you can look at the size of him. The guy's shoulders are bigger than fucking Cope. There is an issue with him, 100%. But as you said, MJF, I was looking at his record here. Yeah, mate, the guy's lost a lot more than he's won in 2025.
Yeah,
lost to Briscoe,
and clean as well. Like,
twice. Lost to Mystico. Yeah, he's a baller, man. He don't give a shit. Legend. What a dude.
I mean, shit. Beautiful. He did the honors to Mystico in Arena Mexico. One of the best matches of the. You can make an argument going back. It might be one of the best feuds of the year, him and Mystico, because it wasn't just CMLL. It was back and forth between CMLL and AEW television. So he did it
as well. Man.
He did it abroad. He did it, here in the States. I mean, shit. Given one of your best partners, like one of the biggest payoffs at the end. I thought it was great. But let's move on. Another happy moment. Briscoe versus Fletcher TNT Championship match.
Fantastic.
Fucking fantastic. And I'll admit, I wanted Briscoe to lose this match because I thought it would have been great TV for him to be in the Don Callis family. It would have, but you know what? Listen, I was emotional sad when he won. I'm like, good for fucking Briscoe. Especially we saw that promo he cut at the end of Full Gear. He did it for his brother, he did it for his family, and then goddamn, he gets that beautiful camo belt, TNT belt. Like, it might be the best TNT belt I think that they've done, the best custom one. I don't know. The Jack Perry one was pretty good, but I don't know. I like the Mark Briscoe one. It was great. That fucking razor's edge on the table with the barbed wire, followed by the Jay Driller. That was awesome, man. Great match all around. But yeah, congrats to Mark Briscoe, new TNT champion. And listen, before we go on, I'm happy that Tony did not make the same mistake with the TNT champion this year in the Continental Classic. No TNT champion in the C2. That's what killed Garcia's reign last
100%.
year. I love Briscoe, but thank God he's not in it.
Yeah,
Let him do his open challenges on Collision or whatever, start whatever storyline. But thank God he's not involved in the tournament. He didn't need to be. Like, start building that title back up. And it's Briscoe. I have no how do you say, no doubt that he'll do right by that title.
I think it fits his character as well, especially with the conglomeration. In that, like, Briscoe's character is like, kind of easy going, isn't he? He doesn't give a fuck. He's whatever, and he'll do open challenges. He will make every open challenge feel incredible.
We're gonna get so many of them.
30 seconds. Yeah, within 30 seconds of talking, he'll make it feel like the biggest fucking thing on the show.
Who do you think he loses the title to
any
down
other
the
thoughts
line?
on the match?
I have no fucking idea.
It's tough.
It's got to be someone you're gonna be wanting to, like, take that next step up, isn't it? Fuck knows.
It'd be interesting to see who it is.
You look at other guys like.
This was probably my match of the night, to be honest. I didn't know who was going to win. I was flipping the coin. I was quite happy with either dynamic. I'm happy for Briscoe to have this title run. I also would have been happy for the intrigue of what TV would get with Briscoe being part of the Don Callis family. So Like this was a great match. The drama was built up. Fletcher's world champion material now. Briscoe deserves to have singles gold. Like I love this match. It was great. Yeah, it had me popping throughout. Like top tier, but I don't need to see these two fight again for a minute now.
No, in my opinion, this was a graduation ceremony for Kyle Fletcher. He did what he did with the TNT title. I think he showcased. I think we know what a talent he is in the ring. As he showed great character. I mean, just great progression over the past year plus under Don Callis. I think that was his graduation ceremony right there from the mid card. I mean, I'm sorry, you are moving up. You got to move up to the main event scene, because like you said, it's devoid of of natural heels right there, but we'll see how he comes out of the C2 right there. Because you fast forward in the night, like he's pissed off at Okada and Takeshita. They didn't have his back during the match, so he declared for the C2. Right there, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, it was a great match all around, right outcome, and like I said, Fletcher should graduate to the main event scene now.
Who would you have as his first challenger?
Who, Briscoe?
I have one in mind here.
Who you got?
Mark Davis.
That's a good one.
Have Kyle Fletcher send Mark Davis after him.
That's a good shout. I like that.
But I go back to that promo where Fletcher cut, like saying that nobody in the Don Callis family did, and like, why would Fletcher have to lie? Why would he have to lie?
Have Don Callis send someone there. I think the Fletcher stuff is just leading you into a false sense of security, so that when Takeshita needs him, you're going to be, oh, is he? When he's going to stab him in the back, and of course he has to stab him in the back, unless they've got some plan to reunite Empire down the line. I don't know. I'd still like to see Will Ospreay as a heel.
I think like probably in a year after he wins the belt at Wembley next year.
Probably.
But, yeah,
I feel like
I was gonna say I'm gonna throw Roosh.
Not a bad shout, that.
Roosh and fucking Briscoe. That'd be a proper banger, as the kids say.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
What say you, Mark?
What was the question? Sorry,
Mark.
Speechless.
Speechless. Yeah, he heard me say Roosh, and he's like Tony Khan. He's fearing for his life right there. All right. All right. Well, Mark's thinking, let's go on to a next match trilogy. Statlander Monet Women's World Title match. Incredible match. Let me ask you, how did Statlander's entrance come off on TV?
Are you on about like the crowd reaction, or
like just the effect that they did with the spaceship and her tumbling out of the spaceship?
Oh, it was well done. Yeah, no, it was well done. But like, the only problem I had with that match was the crowd reaction. It wasn't great, but like it was. I know that like this is a problem when you have a card of absolute fucking bangers as AEW do. You get to that moment where the crowd is just fucking wiped out. You need a QC Big Show moment in there, and it's a shame because that was a match of the night for me.
That's where, in my opinion, like you have your two main titles are on the same card. I would have led off with Statlander Monet so that they get the crowd in the beginning, and it's a great match, but they're not going to get too tired out because it's not a stipulation match, it's not a trios match, so they won't go too wild or crazy while they get tired. I think in the future, like I would say, to benefit them where they get the best of the crowd, like have them start out the match, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I feel like they should always do that. I feel like if you don't do that, you do have that risk of the crowd being wiped out by that point and just no reaction. It's a shame because, like I say, it's best match. That was a match of the night for me. It was incredible. I was speaking to you earlier, wasn't I? And I said the three that they've had are probably, I'd have to think about it, but they're probably 1, 2, 3 for me in the best women's match of the last 18 months.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so.
I,
Yeah, and it's exact order, like Full
yeah,
Gear last year, then
agree.
World's End, and then Full Gear this past weekend. Yeah, and you know, and when you think about it, that's what kind of wrestling trilogy should be. The first one should be the best, and then the first one should always be the toughest one to top. So I don't mind it being 1, 2, and 3. And I tell you what, they built it up perfectly during the match where Mercedes is working on the arm of Statlander. She's having trouble setting up the Saturday night. So it gave you general fear, like, oh my God, Mercedes is gonna get everybody pissed off and steal one here. But what I love though, I was thinking that were they gonna do a replay or something similar where Tony Storm hit Mercedes with what 3 or 4 Storm Zeros, and then the one from the top rope? No, she only hit one Saturday night, and that was it. 1, 2, 3, clean, right in the middle of the ring. And I thought it was, yeah, like I said, match of the night, like quality wise, perfect decision. And we'll see if this is the trigger that kind of starts the fall of Monet going forward. We shall see. But yeah, man, it was a great match. Mark, you back with us?
I'm hoping so. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can hear you now. What are your thoughts on Stat and Monet?
Honestly, no. Never change your internet provider and go with Sky. That's all I'll tell you. Fucking hell. I get. I love the match. I fully expected Stat to win. I'm relieved Stat won. It would have made no sense whatsoever. It would have made 10 times less sense than the men's world title match. I think. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Stat now because. Like she's gone through the main 2 women in the division, so I'm quite interested to see who they throw up against later this year. And yeah, it feels like now's the time to start the demise of Mercedes, but I hope it's not 13 successive title or 12 successive title defeats. I hope that it's a bit more realistic than that, and we fluctuate it a bit.
Yeah, it won't be really.
Well, so here's the thing. So after World's End, it's always the biggest gap that we have between AEW papers. It's World's End and then Revolution. It's always like 3-4 months. So let's say realistically, it could start. Let's say World's End, she were to defend her TBS title. Let's say she loses it at World's End. Then you have a 4-month period where she could go off on the indies, defend all of her other belts, and she has a 3-4 month window where she could win some, she could lose some, but by the time March or April, whenever Revolution does start, like I think that's plenty of time to do more appearances, more title defenses, lose some belts along the way. So like you said, it's not like in a month or a few weeks, back to back to back. Like she has plenty of time to do all that stuff right there. Like it shouldn't be like in the next couple weeks she loses 13 belts like that. But no, like it should start very, very shortly, at least the process of her losing all of her belts and all of her championship mystique, where when she does come back to AEW television full time, she's almost has to be like starting at square one once again. And she's lost all of her aura. She's lost all of her bravado and just confidence and all that, and now it's like, yeah, she has to build herself back up. And I told Andy off the air, I'm like, there's only one person right there that could help build her up back up, make her the biggest baby face in the company, and that's Harley Cameron right there. Like, I mean, it's fucking TV gold right there.
As much as I wanted to see that, and I was hoping that's where they were going, I just don't think she'll ever hit it as a babyface in AEW because she fits that heel character so well to the point where people think she's genuinely like that. Like people are like, oh, she's terrible in promos. That's the point. She's supposed to be. She's supposed to be exactly how she is. Like I don't think she'll ever be like that. I don't even think they should try because I just don't think it'd work. I'd like you could do the Harley Cameron thing, but have as a sympathetic heel, a heel where she's a soft spot. But there's no way she's ever going to be a full baby face. I don't think so.
We'll see. Some of the thing about
who's next to Stat then? What do you think?
That's man.
I think it'll be
that's tough. I mean, you could.
Do you think she jumps to a title shot?
Yeah,
well, I mean,
for World's End, yeah, I think so. I can't see who else goes in at World's End.
Technically,
yeah. I mean, you have her. You could run back her and Megan Bain. I mean, because when you think about it, Bain has 2 victories, I want to say, over Stat. So kayfabe wise,
when they were building Stat up, she couldn't string fucking 2 wins together, and then randomly was thrown in a fucking 4-way and won the title. That was my whole problem with the way they built it. They should have given her a full-on fucking run, starting to pick up momentum before. But whatever, we've been through that. But yeah, Megan Bayne has 2 wins over.
Bayne and Statlander to end of the year. That'd be a good shout. All right.
I was saying before to Brett there, Mark. I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't know how you would get towards it, but I would love to see a Megan Bayne Mercedes TBS match and do a Cody Rhodes Brody
that'd be
level
beautiful,
squash
yeah.
out of the blue. Complete shock. And I mean, if you do want to rebuild Mercedes back up some way, have it as a fucking and my God, if that was Bayne, like she's fucking made as a fucking monster after doing that.
Yeah.
And then you could have Mercedes come full circle back around, and I don't think they do, but I think that'd be great.
And mate,
that was still one of the that squash is still one of the greatest moments they've ever done.
We need more of those kind
Mercedes
of shock
would
moments.
Make like Bayne look like $1 million too.
We need those shock moments, ones that make sense.
And do it on TV. Do it on TV.
Yeah,
do it on
TV as well.
On because Brody and Cody were on TV. And like you said, who the hell was not shocked at it right there? And Mercedes like taking I forgot what Megan calls it, but I mean she basically does the F5. Like Mercedes would sell that like death. And you know what? Don't hit it just once. Pick her back up, hit it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Like get the fucking crowd, the live crowd just utter in shock, disbelief, and then just the pin, just foot all on the sternum, 1, 2, 3, and you got your monster champion right there. And guess what? You set it up down the road. Who takes the belt off of Megan Bayne in 4 or 5 months? Willow. Because remember, Willow's also been destroyed by Megan Bayne in the past.
That'd be great. Like, I'd have a 6-month run demolishing everybody. Willow beats it.
Yeah, like
Willow in the Ric Flair 93 role against Vader. That's what you want. Or Sting Vader, whichever. Flair Vader was good because Flair had just come back, and the way they built that pay-per-view up was like, I don't know if you guys have seen it or if you remember it, but you have Mean Gene in the limo on the way to the event with him, interview him as though it's his last fucking day alive, you know, preparing for it's like you might be dead after this, and all the way to the arena they're kind of playing on this kind of, you know, Rick, this is dangerous, man, this could be the last thing you ever do, and they really sold the menace of Vader. I'd love to see more do that whole like, look, this is fucking serious.
Right. Okay. Pac Darby actually led off the show.
I thought it was excellent.
Excellent match. Right outcome?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
There's no way Darby should be beating Pac.
And it was done in the right way. Like,
yeah,
Pac
definitely.
should have fucked him up.
Shit.
And he did fuck him up. This was made for Pac to literally obliterate him, and he was probably in possession, let's say 80% of the match. So yeah, this was delivered perfectly. Again, we should be building Pac up now. He seems to be fit. He seems to be able to go on a decent run. No visa issues.
Yes.
Let's keep his knees in action, keep his shoulders in place. Everything. He's looking great. This is the chance for him to really push. He could be a monster heel for your world title at some point. If you build him up right, he's got that ability to be there.
100%. And he's bigger than he was, isn't he, since he's come back? The guy's fucking huge.
He's fucking insane, man. Like,
and like when he hit when he went for the Black Arrow, and you're thinking, can he still fucking hit that with the extra bulk on? Fucking flawless. I say flawless. Darby moved out the way, but the move technically was flawless.
Yeah.
Just don't let him go back to Newcastle. Whatever you do not let him go back to Newcastle. Like, why does he want to go back to Newcastle? What's there? Like, the Newcastle Brown is fucking dog shit. There's a bridge that's shit that all anyone knows. There's a toll tunnel. What else does Newcastle have? Nothing. A fucking team ran by fucking Saudis. Don't let him go back there. Whatever you do, just keep him in. Just keep him in fucking America. Do not risk this visa thing. I would even not. I personally, like, I would take the hit myself, as in not seeing him in Cardiff or Manchester, for the risk of him,
man,
you know, to avoid that. I just don't fucking do it. Don't risk the visa issue.
Well,
he's always
the C2. We got the Continental Classic, so he gonna be there.
Oh, fuck it. You've got that worry then of him getting back over there and I'm going, oh, sorry, Pac. Back to Newcastle God. You go. Do not ruin this, because he looks the part. He looks like he's going to rip you to fucking bits. He looks evil as fuck. He looks dangerous. he is dangerous. And the guy can fucking go. He's got the whole fucking package.
Everything. That fucking spot where he threw Darby through the turnbuckle. Oh, I know Darby has done that spot before over the years, but this one looked like the most dangerous one because it's like he didn't hit the post directly.
It looked accidental.
Oh fuck!
Like I don't think it was because, like you say, Darby's done this before, but it looked like it did. The way they did it made it look like it was real and it wasn't supposed to happen because he just went fucking straight through. I think his shoulder caught the edge of the fucking oh man. Amazing.
Crazy
no, I thought that was very good. Yeah, like Mark said, right results, and yeah,
he's no Enzo Amore, though, is he?
I am now of the belief that
man, that company had him fucking take the pin to Enzo. Take the fucking.
I'm of the belief that he should lead that. He should be the one to. I think Claudio should remain as the fucking the general. And I feel like Pac should be the one who takes the fucking reins now, who fucks Mox up, the one who ends him. That's what I'd do.
Yeah. I mean, Claudio should be like the first, like you said, first command. He's like he's the mountain of that group, and you have the king as Pac, like but of course he ain't no Joffrey, like he's a real fucking man. But I mean,
on that, like I've seen a great theory there. Like, because obviously you've got the clip knocking around of Mox looking like he's a bit nuts, like and the someone zoomed into the faces in the back, and they're all like rolling their eyes and being like, "Oh, fuck off," And someone made the point of like, what if I can't remember who it was, so sorry whoever it was, but what if Mox takes them out before they take him out? Like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would love that. That'd be so
4D
fucking
chess
good,
right
man.
there.
Yeah,
he'd be playing 4D chess. Like it's like he's playing off crazy. Like he's playing off like he's fucking lost it. But what if it's like he has the imaginary like eyes behind his head, like he knows he's in control the whole time. Like, yeah, you think he's crazy, but he knows what's fucking going on. But that's out there.
Would be good, it would be good, but it's not happening. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's not happening. And like we'll go over one more match, and then we'll just briefly go over the C2 because, like I said, we see the story in the Blue League. So we got the women's 4-way tag where the winning team gets to pick their stipulation, and it was Tony and Mina picking up the win. I will say I like the finish. The second half of the match I think was good. The first half it was kind of slow. I liked the finish between Tony and oh my God, freaking Harley Cameron. I mean, Harley is fucking improved. So I love the transition of the pins going back and forth. I mean, Harley has improved her fucking in-ring acumen so much. Like
she was excellent in this match. This was probably the best I've seen her, to be honest. Like in terms of how cleanly she was hitting moves.
Yeah, she's one of the most improved wrestlers in 2025. So it's very curious to see what stipulation that they'll have for their match against Bane and Shafir going forward. But
this was a weird thing to have, though. Like, this is weird, though. Like, why is one semi-final going to have a stipulation and under the assumption the other one isn't? I enjoyed this match. I thought this match exceeded my expectation for it. I thought it probably should have been later in the card to break things up a bit. I did enjoy it, though, but it seems very odd. It felt very shoehorny. You could have just shoehorny. That's a weird word. They could have just had the two semi-finals on the card, man.
That's what I said to Brett before, or they could have even like sped it up a bit and had the final on the card.
The one thing I will say, maybe the reason we didn't have the final at Full Gear, because we know we're in Continental Classic season right now, and I guess they wanted to have a balance of Continental Classic matches, and then with the women's tag tournament, you wanted to have like part story surrounding that as well. That's the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. So that's the reason why I think they're kind of like expanding this a little bit longer than I think we all thought. I think we all thought it was going to end at Full Gear, but I think they're going to drag it out to Full Gear at the end of the year. Like, it's to break up the Continental Classic like matches, that we're going to get every week going forward. They want the little bit of storytelling that they're going to try to squeeze in going forward.
Fair.
Who do you think wins?
You go back to Blood and Guts and like how it ended with Mina getting submitted and Tony being held down by the Triangle of Madness. Like, they told you the story right there. That Tony and Mina, they're on the story. They're on the road to revenge right now. It's gonna start with Marina and Megan. They'll take them out whatever stipulation match, and I think the finals will be them versus the Sisters of Sin in the finals. And I think
the Sisters of Sin win with interference from Hook.
Man, come on. Drop the hook bit. But no, I think Tony and Mina, they gotta win. Like for your first championship, like the prestige that you could have, like Tony being the first champion along with Mina, I think they'll be your inaugural women's tag champs at World's End.
I think they have to, yeah. Like I wasn't on board with that until Penelope got injured, and then at that point, it's like, okay, it makes sense now. But before that, I thought the Bain and Ford tag team was being built so well, and yeah, like it's. I feel like it's going to be Tony, isn't it? Tony and Mina.
Yeah, Tony and Mina. I love the fucking entrance, by the way. The spy versus spy entrance that they do. I like it. It's fucking dope. It's cool.
Is that all the matches then?
No, we got the Brodito FTR match. I mean, we kind of FTR winning the belts. It was a great fucking match back and forth. I mean, Bandito, the last 5 minutes, he took fucking every shot at FTR. He kept coming back for more, and like he was fucking amazing in this match. And you know what? I understand what you guys saying, like you didn't want FTR to win, but I will say at least I'm happy with the fact that we didn't get the. I'm happy in the sense that we didn't get the Copeland coming back after the match, because I was
it's coming in the week or whatever.
Oh no, it's coming, but I was like, just not now. Let it breathe. Let it.
Yeah, I think it's coming very soon, and that's one of the reasons I didn't want them to win.
I wouldn't be surprised in Chicago at World's End they come back.
Like the only way AEW can redeem the failure in storylines for me. But first of all, another one I've just remembered, because Anthony Bowens is saying FTR haven't beat them. Bowens and Caster, that's another one they've just fucking dropped. Caster was so fucking over. Bowens was actually getting fucking heat as a heel, and this whole thing putting them back together as a tag team has ruined it. They should have had them fucking go at each other. It's killed any fucking interest I had in it. That's another one anyway. Another example of the shit way they pull the plug on things or don't progress things when they should. But anyway, yeah, no, the only way they can redeem this is if the Outrunners magically return from purgatory and get the win on FTR with Cope and Christian interfering, helping the Outrunners take the titles. That'll leave me with a nice, happy fucking end to 2025. It's not going to happen, though, is it? It's going to be Cope and Christian coming back. Cope doing a big, long promo. Hitting a spear. And then off you go.
In the flying hug.
Yeah.
Do you know, I really haven't missed him
more than likely
on TV at all. I've not missed Cope being on TV at all. I really am not looking forward to him coming back.
Honestly, jokes aside, I don't mind him. I just feel like it's too much. Do you know what I mean? If they just toned it down a little bit, I'd probably enjoy it. But it's too much. There's too much Cope. He seems to be whenever he's on, whenever he's on a show, it's always about, like, I feel like the focus is on Cope. I mean, that was another thing with the kind of, another one of the issues I have with the way the world champion, the world title run has been handled. Like, All Out was literally all about fucking Cope and Christian. So the title match didn't really get much of the build beforehand. It was literally all Cope and Christian, and I get that because it was Canada and stuff. But it was just another little niggling thing. And then we got a fucking full-on Fed match out of it that actually wasn't too bad, but it was still proper fucking Fed like.
You were fed up?
Yeah. I was fed up, yeah. I know, I was just thinking maybe we could team Austin Theory and Hook together as a tag team. The two most overpushed cunts in the world.
Well, we'll see, mate. Sometimes dreams turn to nightmares. You say it loud enough, it could come.
Oh, no, I don't mean in AEW. I mean like somewhere else, like so I don't have to watch it.
We'll see. Yeah. But that's enough of the Full Gear card. Let's briefly touch the C2 real for a few minutes, and then we'll move on to some questions if we have any.
We do have some questions. We probably answered them all.
So how about this? While I'm gonna go over the gold card real quickly. You go look up some questions. So for the Gold League Continental Classic starting tomorrow night, we got Darby Allin, Pac, Kevin Knight, Speedball Bailey, Kyle Fletcher, and Kazuchika Okada. Gold League, just you hear those names. What are the matches you're looking forward to in the Gold League?
All of them.
All of them,
All
genuinely.
of them, right?
It's talent wise, it's fucking ridiculous. My only negative with the Continental Classic was Claudio being in it again. I get why they're doing it, but like 3 years in a row, I would have liked someone else to get the spot. But
Yeah.
whatever, it's only a small niggle.
Now, I will say with the Gold League, like, before we talk the Blue League, like Gold League, the matches I'm looking for, like Speedball versus Kevin Knight. You saw a little bit of glimpse of that in the in the Casino Gauntlet match. That's gonna be good. I wonder if, okay, tag partners, like after the match, like down the road, do we see eventual split between them? We'll
I
see if
wouldn't
this
do it
match
for a
like, kind
while.
of plants those seeds
Yeah, I hope
right
not.
there.
Not
But
for a while,
I'm telling you
anyway.
right now, a show stealer for the entire tournament might be Kevin Knight versus Kyle Fletcher. Like this could be a future world title match in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Those two right there, like this match is gonna fuck. This is gonna be great. And then Speedball versus Pac, like two of the hardest hitters in the entire fucking AEW roster. Like that one is beat the shit out of each other. It's gonna be, and then Darby and Okada, like I mean that'll be good too. But yeah, those are the matches I'm looking forward to in the Gold League. What about you, Mark?
The talent on display is insane.
I'm interested to see where we're at when it gets to Claudio
more,
and
is it?
Mox. I'm interested to see what we're at when those two face off. Speedball and
So speaking of
Kevin-
Claudio Mox, the Blue League, we got Takeshita, Moxley, Claudio,
It's gonna be towards the
Cassidy.
end.
Yeah, Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and I was so fucking happy here. Mascara Dorada is gonna be in this shit. He's gonna show the fuck out in this tournament. Like that, the one for me in the Blue League, like when Moxley and Dorada go at it, like, oh, come on, have some balls, Tony. Have Dorada go over Moxley. That would be so fucking huge
He
for
probably will.
his career right there.
Like how I genuinely would be surprised if he does. My only, I was a bit gutted there was no Oku, which is I guess he's injured, so that probably would have been quite hard. Or Robbie X or someone, just because they're over here. It would have been nice to have a.
So you bring up Oku real quick. Now let's just say, do you know how long he's out for? Because now we're Ricochet with the national title and them going to the UK next month. I mean, I'm sure they're
good
going
shout,
to be.
yeah.
They could be doing some shows, like whether it's on AEW television or Rev Pro, doing something.
Honestly,
that
man, if they do Ricochet, Robbie X, that could kill me off. Those two guys could literally mirror each other. It's the shit they could do. It would just be like mind blown.
Leave it as a nice open challenge as well. Let's have an open challenge for that one, so if someone gets a proper pop.
Like that, like they could literally give you a match of the year. No, do it.
Do it. That'd be dope. But Blue League, I mean, I think, have we ever gotten Takeshita and Claudio? I think so. When Takeshita was like jobbing, like in the beginning, like when Claudio was like Ring of Honor World Champion, like in Takesha's early days. Remember we had the bright orange trunks and like he was doing dark matches and like dark like Ring of Honor matches. But like Takeshita now and Claudio, I think would be great, and Takeshita and Moxley now would be good. And I think we all see like the final like possibly being Takeshita and Okada, but I think that's too simple. I think it's too easy. I think it's right there. You could drag this out so much longer than the C2.
I don't think they do that because Takeshita again. No, sorry, Okada again. No, I don't think they will. I don't think they'll both make it. I think maybe one of them might.
No, I'm saying like I'm saying like the obvious final, but I'm saying I don't think they'll go that route. I say shit. You could do Takeshita and Fletcher in the final.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Ooh, I mean, because remember Fletcher got issues with both Okada and Takeshita. Or you know what? I want to see like some balls like in decision making for the finals. Give me Dorada versus Fletcher in the finals, right there. Dorada, like I mean, listen, your number one partner right there, Dorada. Even if he doesn't win, he made it to the fucking finals. Make it to the finals against Fletcher. I don't think that's official. I don't think yet.
Rumored, wasn't it? Yeah.
Rumored, but I mean, if he's it's either going to be him or Persephone that are going to get the next.
He's got to be on a dual contract, being in. There's no way he's
like him, Persephone. Like before the year's over, they got to put ink to paper on dual.
You'd like to think he's learned his lesson, and there's no way he's going to give him a run of these matches, in which every one of them is going to be fucking incredible, without having him tied up, because otherwise those fucks will come sniffing and be like, "Do you want to come and work in AAA? You look Mexican enough."
With the frog guy.
Yeah, we'll give you a new mask and a new name,
and the less talented Mysterio. Yeah, I said that. Dom
or they could make him
frog guy.
They could genuinely make him like Dominic's like servant or something like that. They could very easily do something like that.
They would do that. By the way, did you see someone arguing with? I think it was with was it Phil Lindsay? I think someone was arguing that Dominic is better than MJF in every area, and it's like, are you for fucking real? There's not one thing like there's not like Dom's done well, for himself, fair enough, but there's not one thing he does better than MJF at all.
Hold up, MJF, nothing better. Kyle Fletcher, nothing better. Here's one, Rhea, nothing better. Like no. No, like when I saw it. So Mark, if you're unaware, there's a ESPN put a list out for the best wrestlers under the age of 30. Joke. They put Dom at number 1, and I think they put Fletcher at number 2, and I think MJF was down to where was Hook? I'm like, Hook was. I don't think he was on the list, or he was way at the bottom.
Funny that.
Yeah. So so the list wasn't completely horrible, but in no fucking reality does Tom do anything better than Kyle Fletcher or MJF or even Rhea fucking Ripley. I mean, I'm sorry, there's fucking levels to it. Yeah, he's okay, like charisma wise, and he's passable in the ring, but it's like, that's it. Put a mic in his hands, like standing across from MJF, and he's gonna get fucking just. He's gonna get buried in that ring right there. There's levels to this shit. He's not there yet. Maybe one day, but it's not now.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Fucking
stupid
ridiculous.
people.
All right, real quick, and then we'll move on to the questions. Give me your finals, C2 finals.
It's obvious. It's too obvious. It's annoyingly obvious. It's so fucking obvious, but it's still gonna be a lot of fun. No. It's fucking obvious.
I hope not.
I'm gonna man up. I'm saying Fletcher and Dorada in the finals.
I don't think it's that. I would love it to be, but I don't think it is. I think.
Listen. At least every week we're going to get some fucking great action.
I think they're going with the Takeshita Okada, aren't they?
If they don't go with that,
we'll see.
It's good,
right? If Andy, you got any questions, man?
Yes, we do. We have Computer Killer on the Discord says, who is the breakout star for the Continental Classic? I think you think it would probably be Dorada, do you, Brett? I would guess.
Absolutely. Like,
I probably agree with that, to be honest.
And like I said, I did the show with Abe last night. Like he was the very last one to be announced. Like if you don't know who Masquerade Dorada is, you are now going to see him on AEW television for over the next month. Like every week he's going to put on fucking just amazing in-ring action like that you have never seen. I mean, I think he's right behind Bandito as the best luchador in the world right now, and he's only 23 years old. He hasn't even hit his prime. This guy is so fucking good in the ring, so smooth. I mean, the 2 matches he had with Bandito, the triple threat he had at All Out with Takeshita and Okada, he's fucking sick. He's insane. TK would be a madman if he hasn't inked him already to a dual contract already. Yes. I mean, this guy is not just the future of Lucha Libre, but he is a future superstar in the world of professional wrestling. So TK, you cannot let this dude go, whether it's from CMLL or AEW. Lock him the fuck up with that contract ASAP.
He's going to be the.
Can I jump in and say one thing quickly?
Right then. Yeah, go for it.
Let's say Takeshita and Okada as a final is off the table. What would you go for then? Like for like the whole, like for me, looking at it, like for storyline purposes and for there to be a big fuck off conclusion, Mox v Pac. I wouldn't be against that, and that's where it can all implode at World's End in the final.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. That makes more sense than Takeshita Okada for me. I feel like Takeshita Okada's got more ways you can go with it, because at the end of the day, Takeshita's the fucking the New Japan World Champion, so
There's also Takeshita Fletcher. There's also Takeshita Fletcher.
You could. Yeah, you could go that way as well. I feel like the Death Riders would have more coming out of it than those. I feel like that would be great to then have the rest of the fucking Death Riders turn up and beat the living shit out of a beaten Mox. Maybe Eddie Kingston comes running out. And
can I jump in one thing that could be of interest here?
Something, you know, but you could. Yeah.
they said, didn't
Right,
they? They made a big note.
But yeah, anyway, questions. We have the who's the best star for the CC? You say Masquerade. I'd say Masquerade.
Yeah, you can't look past Murad.
Mark, you're breaking up.
But fuck this thing. Hack.
Well, anyway, I was going to say Masquerade, but then at the end he'll take his mask off and it's fucking Hook. Because all he's done is suplexes for the entire Continental Classic. No, but no, it's Masquerade. Yeah, we have Cole 2K says with the added focus on the new women's titles, who do you see being built as stories for credible challenges to actually contend for both the women's singles rather than just good matches? I think we mentioned that. I think Tekla would probably be a good one, but I feel like that would just be one to get another win for Stat at the moment, because Tekla could take the loss. And I think after that, then you could possibly look at maybe, you know, whether it's Hater, you know, I don't know whether we do get a Bane push. Willow's got to be the obvious one that they should really have some kind of plan to do something with now going forward. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, you brought up for the TBS title earlier. Like, I mean, just what did you say? Is it like Vader Flair 93?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a fucking Megan Bain just squashing Mercedes, like just in dramatic fashion. Like I forget what move Megan calls it, like her version of the F5, but have her hit Mercedes with like 3, 4, 5 of them in a row, and it's like not too far off from what Brody did to Cody all those years ago on Dynamite, where he squashed him in 3 minutes. And like, you do it on TV. Do it on TV.
Oh yeah, because that would be like that would generate, you know, some serious fucking, you know, it would trend like fuck essentially, because that would be a shock. You would not see that coming. Not with Mercedes, and I think she'd do it as well. She doesn't.
Yeah,
it's all for the love of the game with her, isn't it? At the moment, it seems. Even if people do have this bizarre idea that she's got creative control and just cares about winning. Even though she's lost 2 world titles, but whatever. 2 world titles.
She's not good at this creative control shit then. Why would you lose 2 world heavyweight titles? Why would you lose the first round, the inaugural women's tag team title, if you have creative control? I don't get it.
What about you, Mark? Any women's stories you think should be pushed or touched on leading towards the next challenges for Mercedes and Statlander?
I would like, whatever happens, to have someone actually get built up. Like, I don't want to see someone just thrown in there off the back of one win. Like, I want to see someone like Jamie Hayter get built up for a serious period of time. The same with Tekla. I mean, when we started talking, I started going through the women's roster, and there's a few that feel they're a bit too short for it to be anything realistic in the next few months. Your Sky Blue has stopped rhythm.
That's the issue I had with Statlander, like actually winning it when she did, because it wasn't built.
It wasn't built at all. And you've now got both world champions having shit builds to winning the world title. You've got Statlander off of nothing and Joe having won 2 singles matches in 2025. So it's not ideal. I'm looking at it now like Athena. You can do stuff with Athena, but Athena needs to win the next title match she's in, because they're making it look like a bit of a goof, if not. There's a lot of people around that, like Alex Winters had that little spell. We need to go away and build her up and make her more investable than they have done so far. Harley Cameron and Sky Blue, it feels that they're still at least 6 months short of feeling like at that level. Hayter needs to be heated up for a long period of time. But we're saying names. They've just got to build this right. That's the most important thing now. Make me care about that title match, and don't have another title change. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't see that coming, because I want. Not everything can be a Hangman world title win, but you want these moments to have, like Briscoe had satisfaction. Like, you want the moments of satisfaction, or you want the moments of despair when a heels win. You don't want shocks all the time. Shocks are good occasionally. That's why I didn't actually mind Joe that much. I didn't like the way it happened, but the women's division now needs that. When Mercedes loses it needs to mean a lot. And Statlander needs opponents that we can get our teeth stuck into. Because I remember at World's End 2023, they ended up having the TBS title being Julia Harvey Aberton. And it was a fucking terrible idea because it was the most foregone conclusion match ever. Like, I would have bet my entire life on the outcome and everything I know because I knew I'd win that bet. Like, those matches should never happen on pay-per-view. Yeah, weekly TV, fine. You should never ever have matches where there's not even an iota of doubt on pay-per-view because it defeats the object of making people want to pay to watch something.
For Statlander, I don't mind doing Tekla at World's End. I think that's a nice little short build feud you could do for World's End. The longer term feud for next year for Revolution. You talked about building up Jamie Hayter, like putting in time to build her up. I think that's the long-term build that you could do for Revolution next year. Like, give her a couple months where you could build her up properly and that she's the next big opponent for Statlander in her title reign. Because if I'm correct, we never had a one-on-one between Stat and Hayter, which is kind of crazy considering how long they've been in the company.
Yeah, Hayter beat her in the Owen.
In the Owen?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I mean, that feels like ages ago, but still, that does seem like ages ago. But yeah, I would say short term, Tekla loses absolutely nothing eating a pin from Statlander just from the way that she's built herself up, since signing with AEW. So that's no problem right there. But I think the longer term solution, not solution, but just the longer term perfect opponent for her, like the next year's big pay-per-view Revolution, would be Statlander and Hayter.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind her. I do agree with you on Tekla. I think Tekla would be a good stopgap. I don't think she loses anything by losing.
And Mark, I don't know if you were here when I said it. I think I said it off the air. I want to just real quick before we move on to the next question. I made this comparison with Tekla and how she's kind of been, the way that she's worked, working with so many people, working in tag teams, like, does it kind of feel like she's on the swerve track of like how she started in AEW, where she doesn't mind, she does the jobs, she takes the pins, she works in tag teams, she works in factions. It feels like whatever she's been plugged into here and there, she's fit in seamlessly. And I think whatever she's been asked to do so far, she's knocked it out of the park. How do you feel about that comparison?
I mean, if it ends up being, if the outcome's half as good as what we got from Swerve, then yeah, I'm all down for it. Yeah, it makes sense. She's come in, lost a fair bit, but still feels very, very credible despite that. Like, she feels like someone who, like, is in a position where she can be heated up quite quickly. And that's not always the case with some people. So sometimes you get this moment when something just clicks with someone. And I think that kind of happened with Swerve against Hangman. It may well have happened with Kyle O'Reilly against John Moxley in the last couple of weeks. And it feels that she's in that kind of position that, like, not just one match, but one small angle or feud can really elevate her to being at that level. And so far, she's managed to take a few defeats and it's not affected her aura whatsoever, I don't think.
No,
and that's a trait. That's a fucking trait to have that about you. That there's something, again, there's that je ne sais quoi. You've got something about you that that enables you to have that. Not everyone can have that. Some people will get lost in the shuffle very quickly when things go south slightly. But yeah, she has got something about her that she has a chance to get to the very, very top of the card and to stay there. She's not there yet, but definitely can get there.
It's crazy that she came into AEW and just fits. Like, it's like she was tailor-made for AEW.
I didn't know much about her before she came in. There was a lot of criticism heading towards her from people. Oh, she's actually not that good. After one match, I'm like, no, she's that good. She's clearly very, very good.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
Next question. And it's a very interesting one. Should Joe drop the title to Hook at World's End? No, I'm pretty sure that was a piss take. I hope it was, because if not, I think
that was specifically just for you.
Yeah, I think if that's a serious question from G-Walk, then like, Brexit wasn't the as low as we get in this country, or this area of the world. Yeah. If another one from Culture K, if the Continental Classic is for the Continental title, do you see them splitting the international title from the unified title? That's a good one, because I haven't thought about
more fucking titles. I don't get it.
So is that just going to be like the WWE's fucking was it the Universal title? Was it what was the unified one there? Was it the Universal title or some
Universal,
shit?
yeah.
Yeah, that they just pretended was never another title and just left it as one. Because
Yeah,
I think this, just forget that the international one ever existed now.
Yes, that's exactly. You know what? Just do that. Just the unified. That's it. That's the other two belts do not exist. That's it. Like we don't need it. Like,
how about this for a fucking out there idea? Now this is a crazy one, so brace yourself. Make it a fucking trophy with a title shot. Easy. That's it. It doesn't need a fucking belt. You shouldn't be defending a fucking tournament that you won at World's End throughout the year. It's stupid. Anyway,
makes too much sense, dude.
It's nonsense.
Next one from Project 88 mile per hour. Given the odd booking for Hangman's latest reign, how would you redeem it leading to Revolution? I've already said I would have him murder Hook literally on Wednesday. I'd ban him from ever appearing on TV again. I would also boot Taz out for his attempts at defending his son. Admirable, but still wrong. And I would have him beat Joe in the main event of Dynamite tomorrow night. And Jay White come out and set up a big.
And while he's murdering Hook, he's backstage. He throws him into a crate, locks the crate. There's a sticker on the crate. It says Ring of Honor.
Yes, I would do that. I like that. I always thought you were going to say Timbuktu or something, but yeah, that'll do. Although it feels like it's Timbuktu when some of your favourites get sent to Ring of Honor and you never get to see them again. What about yourself, Mark? What would you do to redeem it?
I don't know. Do you know, after it happened, my first thoughts were, right, he's going to win it back soon. And I'm actually okay with that. The more things have settled down, and again, maybe I've let other voices influence how I think about it. I don't know now, but the one thing I would say is it needs to be immediate now. It needs to be a real quick, strong reaction this week. Otherwise, like, again, people have criticised the title reign from the off. I thought a lot of the criticism was harsh. I thought it was probably a 7 out of 10. The matches were great. There was a little bit of the stuff with Joe that was really good. I enjoyed the MJF stuff for the most part. I think that it's really important that this week we see exactly what the plan is. There needs to be a clear narrative this week. And if Hangman doesn't come out of this week looking strong, then it's going to be pretty hard to defend the booking.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Agreed.
Next one we have. Did Darby fuck the title scene by going to climb a big rock, thus having to change plans into Hangman's feel-good story?
No,
because it was Hangman anyway.
Fuck.
We said this in last fucking November when Hangman turned up.
November. Why are we still asking this goddamn question?
When Hangman turned up, Mox shit himself. That was the first time when he'd shown any fucking fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, but yeah, Darby fucked, his own plans up by climbing a rock. But whatever, that was what he wanted to do. He's happy. Also, does this lead to the Elite versus the Ops feud? I hope not. I would like to see I would love to see the Elite back Hangman up. I would love to see the Elite versus Joe, Shibata, and Hobbs. If it's a full-on Elite versus Ops feud, and if Hook is part of Ops, no thank you. I will skip that one. Thanks very much.
Not even if it meant seeing Hook getting double super kicked by the Young Bucks, that would make you happy?
Only if he gets destroyed in every single fucking match they have, to the point where his dad comes into the ring and says, "Look, lad, I'm going to have to take you to Ring of Honor and you're going to have to learn something other than a suplex." So
right, want to do one more?
We have we got a few others. Well, I'll just whiz through some of these. Unless Don misspoke in a backstage segment with Okada to catch Fletcher at Full Gear, Don said Okada is defending his Continental Championship. It wasn't specified on the C2 bracket reveal on YouTube with Shivani. I haven't got a fucking clue. Didn't even pick up on that. Yeah. We have I don't know about this. Just people talking about other questions. Aaron, Pisshead Aaron. Does Moxley go over? Does Moxley go over 5 in the C2 and end up getting kicked out of the Death Riders at World's End?
No,
probably.
No, it will be stupid. It will geek him out. Like, one of two things happens here. Moxley either does what we said and he gets to the final against Pac, and that's when it all implodes. And that could even be an actual situation where Mox could be ahead of the things. That's where what you said before could actually work. Mox could be ahead of things. He sees this shit coming. World's End, he's got a plan in place. That could work. Or
if Mox doesn't do that, fine. He looks like a fucking douche if he loses 5 matches. What should happen is he should win the 3 matches he's expected to, but then lose pretty convincingly to. I'm trying to think who I think he should lose convincingly to. He should lose convincingly to Takeshita and probably Claudio, and then he should beat Strong, Dorada, and Cassidy. He shouldn't go 0 for 5. It just that's the kind of stuff that you don't recover from particularly well. That's really geeking him out for me. It's just a bit unreal. It's like Mercedes losing all her titles in back-to-back matches. Like some things don't need to play out that obviously. For me, anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I was more just saying that I do think that's how it ends up. I feel like I want. I say I think. A lot of times I say I think something's going to happen. It's just what I want to happen. I want Pac to destroy him at the end.
Yeah.
That's it. Whether the Death Riders come in, whether Eddie comes in, whatever. See what happens with Eddie, I guess, at this point, seeing as he was, linked to Hook, wasn't he? Unfortunately. It's a shame. We have one from Mose on Twitter, good old Mose, who says, do you think Takeshita's going to go to space? No, he didn't say that. That's something that I thought he would have said. He said, do you think Hangman was injured and that's why they've made this transfer? I don't think so.
No.
I think this is just bad booking. And look, if something happens on Wednesday and it's not bad booking and it's genius, I'll be like, whoa, fucking amazing. I was wrong, but I do think it's a terrible booking based on the fact that the whole title run has been booked as a secondary. It's not been booked as the most important thing on the show, which the world title always should be, in my opinion. And it's not a question, but from G Walk says, Mox faces Claudio 5th and gets the plastic bag treatment in Manchester. Wouldn't mind that. Be a fucking Tesco bag. They'll have to pay fucking 30p to get it first.
I do expect something big. Like, this is going to be their biggest Dynamite crowd, I would say, outside of the first ever episode and then the Grand Slams. I'm pretty sure we'll get to like 12, 13,000 by bell time because they'll fill out the entire lower tier and there's still a lot of that available. People like myself waiting for tickets to drop because they're still semi-pricey. So I'm waiting for the £150 tickets to drop to 70, then I'm going to get mine. I think there'll be big things happening on that show, not just good matches. It's the kind of thing, it's going to be a loud atmosphere. If you've got something big in store in the next 6 weeks, focus it around that date. You've got a few weeks to get there because you can have an almighty pop because the atmosphere is going to be fucking heated throughout. So I think it's important that they're very mindful of what they've got there with a big crowd like that. Like, let other places know when you come, you're big, you're loud, we deliver. I mean, they deliver most weeks, but I have high expectations for some big moments then. And I fucking want them as I'm going, but yeah.
I think is that us done?
Yeah, I think
carry on moaning if you want. So I can go another half an hour complaining.
Nah, I think we're at an hour and a half right now. So
are you sure? You sure you don't want to complain anymore? Oh, what a shame. I'll go and
you gotta listen, man. We still got another month in the year, so you gotta space it out, man. You know, you got 4 more episodes left.
Like before we go, that I don't think by any stretch of the imagination AEW has been anything other than pretty good for autumn. But again, the drop off is very noticeable when the NFL season starts now in terms of like the depth and structure of the storylines. Yes, I know you're not building to All In the whole time, but Full Gear is one of your big pay-per-views, and it is an issue that they need to touch on. It feels that they go in autopilot from probably the first week of September, and then they know they've got the C2 coming up, but like having like 3 relatively recent rematches on Full Gear, it's not ideal. Like, there's no point in beating around the bush. It should be booked better than that. And the C2 is a chance to say, right, this is going to be a shitload of fun, but they do need to probably pull their finger out. We need something to get our teeth stuck into in the men's and women's divisions, other than just the matches coming up, because it does get to the point, it's like, right, this is it now. The next 3 months, bang out the banging matches, and then we'll crack on again when we're building to Revolution. It's not good enough. I have high expectations that they're gonna put a few good things in place in the next couple of weeks outside of the C2. I'll be quite disappointed if the shows are solely C2 related. You've got 2 matches a week for that. You've still got another hour, 20 minutes to book for 2 separate shows. So they need to pull their finger out with the world title scene. I want to see a lot more from Eddie Kingston and Hangman, and I want to see some genuine threats in the women's divisions for Stat. That's not Mercedes and Tony. And it needs to happen.
I agree with everything you said there, but I'd like to see them stop heating people up to the point where they're over as fuck and they're on fire, only to just then, kind of reel it back in a little bit. I hate that. And they've done that so many times when they build up the excitement and everything seems set for something big, and then it's like, oh, we'll just take that one back a little again and let's put someone else in. Like, just go with it, man. Just pick, like, go with like if you feel like someone is over and they're ready, just fucking go with it, run with it. Just let them give them the ball and let them fucking do what they can. But yeah. I mean, like I love AEW. I'm moaning because the standards are so fucking high that when it gets like this, and it's been like this since All In for me, it gets disappointing when it's not hitting the notes it has previously. I feel like a big part of it, and you guys probably disagree with me on this, but a big part of it for me was probably when they did the residency as well. The shows didn't feel big at the residency, and the storylines around that didn't feel big. It didn't have that feel. Everything felt like smaller, and I know that Jericho comment was taken and people were making more of it than it actually was, but I didn't actually disagree with what he said. It was just the way people were using the quote was a bit disingenuous, but what he actually said wasn't that far away from the truth. Like, it did feel small. Everything felt small time around the residency shows, and that really didn't help coming straight into that from All In, from your biggest show, your pinnacle, your Wrestle fucking Mania moments, to, oh, we're just doing him in this, what was essentially a fucking hall. So yeah, but hopefully they've got something, and I'm just getting wound up over nothing, and it's actually, they've got a plan that doesn't involve
We
Hook.
shall see. All right, guys. I think we're over an hour and a half right now, so I think that's a perfect place to end episode number 73 of the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Thank you all for joining us this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are around the world. Please follow us on X at GW Podcast UK for all news and updates regarding the show. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, GW Podcast UK, for clips from every episode. I am that ball bro. My friends Andy and Wrestle Mark, thank you for joining us this evening. Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.
Did you just call me Wrestle Mark, for fuck's sake?